up to Waumbek. We're on the 4,000 footers. We got Greybeard, Mileback, Spikes,
Number
aka
2.
Alarm Clock, myself, Gadget, Rafa. As you can see, we had some wintry New England snowy conditions. No other way to head up into the white.
King Trail, about 3.6 to the summit of Mount Waumbek, another 4,000 footer. Rafa's going to lead the way. Mileback, Gadget, newly christened Spikes with his new spikes. Brought them this time. So here we go. Snow let up. Looks like it might even be a little bit clearer.
Greybeard up in the lead, followed by Mileback, followed by Spikes, myself, Gadget, Rafa as usual, way up there. See how this works out. So, a little ways up the trail. Pretty steep, a little icy. Conditions aren't horrible, but see Spikes back there. He's catching up. It's good. Alright, so we leveled off here for a little bit. We'll be using apparently yellow blazes for the first part of this trail. A well down there, looks like some sort of pump. I don't know if this is a water supply during the summer months, but trail looks like ahead. This ravine off to the left with a running brook. Spike's still with us. That's good.
We're only about a third. Oh, please tell me I got that on film. This could get better now. About 3/10 of a mile, do we say?
Third of a mile.
Third of a mile up the path, and it's a struggle. It's solid ice under about 3 or 4 inches of snow, and if you don't hit an area that's packed down, as you just saw Spikes do, hopefully, you're gonna take a digger. So not a lot of stopping and checking out the scenery because the trail is really slippery, really icy underneath this stuff, and in certain sections, even with the spikes, you can't get around it too easy. But we're starting to gain some elevation, starting to see a little view. We're at 2,500 feet plus, so gaining the elevation pretty quick. We're kind of spread out across this mountain already. Mileback's making his way up, and Spikes is behind him. So I think it's going to be a little bit of a trek to get up here today.
Coming up the mountain here, Greyback decided he was going to lay down a little bit. Looks like he's all right, a little fall. Not too bad.
I wasn't even moving.
No, you weren't moving, and you took a digger. Oh, we got some fellow hikers here having a great day. They got their own little doggy.
How are you?
Is that guy still alive back there by chance? Fantastic.
Okay, we have confirmation. Nelson is at the back somewhere, and we should be seeing him shortly.
There he goes.
Spike issue here. Mileback, who has been a proponent to this point of the cheap Amazon knockoff spikes.
Got 2 of them.
Unfortunately, on his 3rd trip with them, we've got failure here. Yeah, the rubber has completely broken where they connect in one place. So
That's why they're $20.
maybe you can zip tie it into that other hole. Into this hole.
Yeah, either that or around the whole thing.
Good point. Good pointage. So we're going to try to do a zip tie repair. We have zip ties for this exact purpose. We thought there was a chance that these things could go. So ladies and gentlemen, this is not a paid endorsement. Get the Catulas. Nice little stretch here. through the switchbacks. Hopefully I won't take a digger. Not easy, but you gotta love it. Looks like, possibly, after a long slog, we might be at the top of Mount Star King, which is where we're going to get our best views before we do the ridge walk over to Waumbek. And there's some pretty heavy duty clouds. Yep, there's the fireplace. So we're at the top of Mount Star King, I believe it is. My watch is giving me 4,200 feet, but could be off. And the clouds are opening up for us to give us quite a view. That is nice. Not much of a summit here for Star King, but it is a nice view. This is a great one probably to do in the fall with all the colors. So, top of Star King. We had sent word down to Spikes that he probably should call it a day. It was probably not going to be his day. It's been a really slow hike, and him just starting out, this was not the conditions for him. So we did just run into somebody that said they saw him and he had turned back to the Jeep. So we left the keys back there, and he'll put the radio on and maybe go get coffee or whatever, and we're gonna tag. We've got about another mile to go to tag Waumbek, and we're gonna get out of here. Gadget has been way ahead of us. He's probably already summited, and then we're gonna try to hustle out of here and call it a day. This has been a challenge, but they always seem to be.
At the summit here of Waumbek. It's pretty small. I showed you the view from the other side. It's a little more spectacular, but it's a little cold up here, so I'll go start heading down, hopefully run into the rest of the group, and get from the bottom. Top of Waumbek. This is the view if you go past the summit a little bit. I believe that's Washington out there underneath the cloud cover. Not a bad view at all.
Heading over to Waumbek. I guess it's described as about a 1 mile ridge walk. I'm hoping it looks just like this so we can make some time. This has really gobbled up a lot of time. It's funny when you do these mountains, and especially in winter, there never seems to be an easy one. I guess Pierce was fairly easy, but for the most part something always gets in the way and makes it tougher than you expect. Gadget! Where you going, man?
I'm southbound now.
Sobo.
He's a Sobo!
It's cold up there.
Brah!
You're at, let's see, 3.82. It's gonna be, you're at like a quarter mile away from the summit. Go about 50 feet past it, great views of Washington.
Looks like we finally made it to the top of Waumbek. We're gonna tap it and go, be real quick here. We'll get some views right up ahead. A little chilly up on top. Greybeard coming up. Rafa. Let's go see what we have for views. Whew. There's a lot of work. Here we go. Kilkenny Ridge Trail, South Pond, York Pond. Some deep snow right now. But we should be coming up on these views any minute. Oh. Alright, and here it is. We have achieved our goal. Lost a guy. Spikes didn't make it. He turned around, went back. The ice was just too much. But here's Rafa, and look at this view. Absolutely incredible.
This is just beyond the summit at Waumbek. Wow, and they tell you no views. Well, of course, all you have to do is walk about 50, 75 yards beyond the summit, and that's the view. I don't know how we call that no view. That's a beautiful view. It's a terrific view. So it's taken quite a while to get up here. And we're going to try to tap this sucker and then hustle down.
On the return trip, come back from Waumbek, Mount Star King again. Beautiful views, some weather moving in, fireplace. We're going to tap and go. We got to get the heck out of here. Very strenuous hike. A lot of ice. We got a lot of ice to look forward to. Some beautiful birds over there. I'm not quite sure what they are. I'll have to look that up. But
so that's it. Hey! So that should tell you what the day's been like. We're on a perfectly flat section and I almost just went down. Mount Waumbek was a killer today. It was a heavyweight battle. We went blow for blow. The mountain won. Mileback and I, Greybeard, went down a combined 4 times, 5 times just on the way down alone.
4 times.
4 times on the way down alone. It's a sheet of ice. It's just ridiculous. And I'm sure you can't see it in the camera, but that's what it is. And it was tough. A lot of concentration. And a lot of slipping and sliding. So Gadget blew us away. He's probably been back to the Jeep for an hour, for God's sakes, but I would say the lesson we learned here is that even some of the so-called easier 4,000 footers in winter can just bite you. So you have to be ready. There's Spikes. Spikes probably listened to 3 college basketball games in the Jeep waiting for us. So it was an adventure. And again, if you think you're ready, and I would say, maybe this is not something to do your first season out, maybe your second season, but I would say definitely work up to it and just get out there and just go backpacking.